Hey YouTube, today I thought I'd do a bike check on my 2018 Norco range. Haven't done one since I got the bike, so I thought I'd do one now. So here it is, 2018 Norco range, size large, 29er. And for like a 6-year-old frame, I think it still looks pretty good. Well, besides the scratches and it being a little dirty, like it still kind of looks like a pretty modern bike, I think. And from my original bike check, as you could probably tell, like I've changed quite a bit. Like not completely everything, but quite a bit. So I guess starting off with suspension, I'll start off with, got RockShox Zeb Ultimate, or the 2023 RockShox Zeb Ultimate, 170mm travel, high and low speed compression, and just a simple low speed rebound, I think it is. Like complicated enough, but yet still pretty simple to set up, especially I think probably compared to like the Fox 38 or something, or Fox's lineup of factory level stuff. And also RockShox Super Deluxe Ultimate Coil 2023 year, with this really nice 550 red spring. Goes really nice with the frame. Next, maybe I guess drivetrain. Got these race face cranks, 175mm cranks. I know a lot of, like, the trend is now to go to shorter cranks, but I felt these to be alright, so I never really felt the need to go to shorter cranks. Never really been too interested in it. Chainring, I have changed. Same chainring, race face cinch chainring, but I went from a 30 tooth to a 32 tooth. And gives me a little more, I guess, a harder hard gear. And then chain, Shimano 11-speed chain, works good, has lasted me quite a while. And then Shimano 11-speed Dior derailleur. I don't know why my brain wasn't processing that, but yeah, Shimano Dior 11-speed derailleur, and a Shimano Dior 11 to 51 cassette. And when that came out, I thought I definitely want that, because it's like on the budget end, yes, but it still shifts pretty smoothly. And also it has like the range of a 12-speed cassette, which is kind of what I wanted when I changed out this kind of chainring and cassette combo, because I wanted a harder hard gear but also keep the same kind of range-ish, because I had an 11 to 45 tooth, and going to 11 to 51 with a 32 tooth chainring, kind of like I still got a lower low gear, but I got the higher harder high gear. So that's that. And basic Shimano Dior shifter feels pretty good to me. Although, like, I have kind of thought of changing it to, like, I know you shouldn't really mismatch brands, but I thought of going to like a SRAM 11-speed shifter, because I do, with their shifters, I think they do feel a little bit better. I guess while we're up here in the cockpit area, got these stock Norco handlebars, 800mm wide. Just left them at that. Feels comfortable or good enough to me. Stock 50mm stem, and I think the diameter or bar diameter is like 35mm, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Got capped out cap, showed how I get loose. Top cap, pretty good. Nice oil slick bolt there. Shimano XT levers. I did have SLX levers, but one of them broke, and only one, I think it was only like the front lever was available, and I had broken the rear one, so I thought I'd upgrade the levers, both levers, just to kind of match them. And they feel pretty good. I really like Shimano brakes much better than SRAM brakes. Then last thing is grips. These P&W Loam grips are partially the reason why I've gone like gloveless, because before this, all the grips I've had, I've always or usually have worn gloves, but with these they just feel so good without gloves, so that's why I ride now usually with no gloves. Rare occasions that I do wear gloves now. Still going on, last part of the brakes is the rotors. I got these Shimano Ice Tech 203 rotors, front and rear. The front one was originally 203, so I kept that at that. Anyway, I don't think with these rotors they make a 220 mil rotor, but if they did, I'd probably get that on the front. And then with the rear, went from 180 to 203, just to gain that little extra power, because I am a bigger rider. So yeah, that's cool. I guess moving on. Oh, one other thing with the brakes, as you may tell, these are SLX calipers. They're pretty good. The only reason I'd probably go to XT is just to match them with the levers, but don't really feel the need to upgrade. But I did get, when I worn the last pair of pads out, I did go to sintered from organic again to gain more power, and that's it with the brakes. And then moving on, tires and wheels. This front wheel is the original wheel, the WTB STP I-29 wheel with the Novatech hub. Never really felt the need to upgrade the front wheel. Pretty strong for the front. Hub still runs pretty smooth, so that's good. I got these, I think, dirt oil slit valves, tubeless valves. Those are pretty good. Then on to tires. I got the Maxxis Assegai Max Terra EXO protection tire in the front. This is very grippy, and compared to my original high roller, way more grip. Also, I got it set up tubeless, so I can run lower pressures, and it's definitely given me a little more confidence in corners, just trusting it that it'll grip. Also, on the rear. So now onto the rear, I got the Spank 359 rear wheel, 359 rim with the Spank hex drive hub. I think this is my third rim and second hub. I had like the same wheel on the front as on the rear, but like the hub, like just like with the pulls, it was just kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but it just broke. And I'm on to my third rim, and I think that original WTB rim was stronger than the second rim I had, and this Spank wheel is pretty strong. I really like this wheel, also with the really nice engagement and loudness. I love this hub. Then for the rubber, got the C3 Max Terra Minion DHR2 with EXO Plus protection, and also I got this tubeless, and I have some cush core in here. I like that for the extra like corner support, and also trusting it especially at low pressures, to keep the tire on the rim. And I just got like a cush core valve. Also with tubeless, I got some mock-off sealant in both tires. Has worked pretty well for me. Been running it for a long time. Initially setting up tubeless can be a pain in the ass. Also with cush core can be very much pain in the ass, but it's pretty good once you set it up. I think one thing I forgot is the pedals. For my clipless setup, I got the Shimano Saints, and for my flat pedal setup, I've got some 1-up alloy flat pedals. And I guess with the right shoe combo, they're very grippy, but I also like this clipless setup. Last two things is dropper and seat. I got SDG Duster saddle. It's pretty comfortable for me and my arse, but I think in future I'll get like maybe a little bit wider seat. I think this one's just a little bit narrow for me, but for now this is pretty comfortable enough for like pedaling all day. And with dropper, I got the 1-up V2 dropper. Runs pretty smooth, although I think it's probably just long overdue for like a service. I don't know why, but this like rubber thing has kind of come off, so hopefully when I get this serviced, I'll kind of like put that back in. And just got like a basic cheap Shimano lever, because that little connector piece on the end of the cable was originally up at the lever, but now it's down at the bottom of the dropper, so I had to get a new dropper lever, and I just went with this. It works good enough. It actuates the dropper, and so yeah, pretty good. And maybe last little, just like some little detail things, is I got this 1-up pump. Pretty good pump just to have when you need to pump up your tires. Also has the 1-up EDC tool in it, which is pretty neat. as you may see, I did have I have the mount for a fidlock bottle, but since I got the coil, this RockShox coil, I haven't been able to fit the bottle here because this piggyback, it just is in the way with the piggyback. So yeah, don't have that at the moment, but I think I may just try and figure something out, maybe get a smaller bottle. Anyway, that's the bike check of my 2018 Norco range. I think later on I'll do like a review of the suspension and a bit of a setup, or how I set up my bike, or well, my suspension. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Tread hard, get loose, you.